Welcome Disney fans and Muppet enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the quirky, zany, and totally unforgettable world of Muppet Vision 3D at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering this gem, stick around to find out why this attraction has been delighting guests for decades. We've got a fun mix of history and what makes it a must-see before its upcoming closure. So let's get started. First, let's step back to the late 1980s. Did you know Muppet Vision 3D was one of Jim Henson's final projects? That's right. The legendary puppeteer and visionary behind the Muppets was deeply involved in bringing this attraction to life. It was part of a larger plan to integrate the Muppets into Disney parks. In fact, Henson's dream was to create a whole Muppet-themed area. Muppet Vision 3D was filmed in Soundstage 3 at Walt Disney Studios in January 1990. It was directed by Jim Henson and written by Bill Prady. The show was one of the final Muppets projects with Henson's involvement, as well as veteran Muppet performer Richard Hunt, in which they both performed their characters. Richard was the puppeteer for many Muppets, including Scooter, Beaker, and Sweetums. Henson's dream was to create a whole Muppet-themed area, but sadly he passed away in May 1990 before seeing his full vision realized. The attraction opened at Disney-MGM Studios, now known as Disney's Hollywood Studios, on May 16, 1991, the first anniversary of Jim Henson's death. On February 8, 2001, Muppet Vision 3D debuted as an opening attraction at Disney's California Adventure. The California Adventure location closed on November 1, 2014, in what was originally supposed to be a temporary closure. But in May 2015, Disney confirmed that the attraction's closure was permanent. So what makes Muppet Vision 3D so special? For starters, it's pure Muppet mayhem. From the moment you step into the pre-show area, you're greeted with delightful chaos. Be sure to look around for hilarious Easter eggs and inside jokes. The humor is classic Muppets, clever, self-aware, and just the right amount of silly. The show itself is a 3D spectacular filled with unforgettable moments, from Kermit's calm leadership to Miss Piggy's over-the-top antics and Gonzo's, Gonzo-ness. It's a perfect blend of slapstick and heart. Plus you'll meet Waldo C. Graphic, the first computer-generated Muppet. And let's not forget the epic finale. The Muppets take their shenanigans to new heights, literally, in a sequence that's over the top as you expect. It's a perfect nod to the classic Muppet show and leaves guests grinning from ear to ear. So why do people love Muppet Vision 3D? For many, it's a nostalgic trip back to the golden era of Muppets. For others, it's their first introduction to Jim Henson's incredible creations. Either way, it's a delightful escape filled with laughter and heart. Before we wrap up, just a reminder that in November 2024, Disney announced that Muppet Vision 3D at Hollywood Studios would close alongside the rest of Muppet Courtyard to make way for a Monsters, Inc. themed area. So if you can visit before the closure, here are a few of my tips. Make sure to visit the Muppet Fountain just outside the theater. It's full of hilarious details and the perfect spot for a photo. Take notice to the funny signage and props on your way into the attraction and while in the pre-show waiting area. And once inside the theater, notice the details of the theater itself. Thanks for joining me on this trip into the world of Muppet Vision 3D. If you've experienced it, let me know your favorite moment in the comments below. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? It's going to be closing soon. And if you love exploring and learning more about Disney, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more Finding Your Disney. Thanks for watching, friends.